The royal coronation of Princess Twilight Sparkle. She, the newest and fourth princess of Equestria, was giving a speech to her newest royal subjects and standing there on the balcony of the Canterlot Castle. By the time she finished her speech, crack, crack, boom! The balcony cracked and fell down. Ah! Shouted Twilight as she fell down too. Fortunately, she was saved by a flying male alicorn-like figure who was wearing a dark cloak and has brought her into the ground floor of the castle. "Thank you," said Twilight Sparkle as she said with a sigh of relief. No problem, Princess," said the unknown pony who was breathing heavily. Who are you?" asked the princess in still relief. "I apologize, Your Majesty, but I cannot tell you my name," said the stallion under the cloak. "Well, at least you must have a reward," said Twilight. You don't have to, Your Majesty." "Princess!" shouted a bunch of guards while running to find her. "Twilight!" shouted her dear friends. The two ponies stood there shocked as the guards and her friends were coming closer. I have to go." "No, wait, come back," said the princess, pleading, but it was too late. The stallion had just teleported outside the castle, running on a path which leads to two orchard trees, and then just disappeared into them. Without wasting any time, the princess teleported and decided to follow the stallion. When she started to enter the orchard trees, she paused for a moment, unsure to go into them. But that did not stop her. She entered the orchard trees just like a portal. "Ouch!" she whispered silently in pain as she fell and tumbled onto some rocks and twigs. When she looked up, she saw a familiar town. It looked just like Ponyville, except it wasn't. Then she saw the stallion that she had just met. The unknown stallion took off his cloak. Twilight looked at him. He looked like her, but only a male version of her. But that wasn't what she was looking at. She was looking at the beautiful yet stallion purple eyes of her hero and savior. She immediately fell in love with him. The stallion stood there talking to 5 stallions and a female dragon who looked like male versions of her friends. Friends. Wait, my friends. They were looking for me. Twilight thought. She accidentally stepped on one of those twigs and looked up with a worried expression. However, none of them heard that except for the baby female dragon. Twilight just sat there still, hiding under a shrub. The female dragon got a bit closer and then shook her head. "I must have been hearing things," then walked back to the stallions and continued their conversation. Twilight sighed in relief and decided to get back. She quietly crawled back to the trees. When she got back, she saw all her friends were looking for her outside the Canterlot Castle. Dash was hovering above the castle. Fluttershy was kindly asking a few animal friends if they had seen her missing friend. Applejack was looking into a few bushes. Rarity was looking behind a few trees, and finally Pinky was using her pinky senses. That's the first part of this new story, Between Dimensions, I think it's called. It's by Sparkle Axe. I'm going to read the whole series of it. So yeah, hope you like it. And that's it. So yeah, this is MLP Couples signing out. Bye!